There's something almost nobody talks about enough. The way eyes and brain simply slow down after 60. It's not about diseases. It's about everyday things. Waking up with blurred vision that takes 10 minutes to clear. Walking into a room and forgetting why. Looking at a screen and feeling your eyes burn after just 5 minutes. It's real. It's not just natural aging. And it's not something that needs to be accepted as inevitable. Here's a striking fact. Recent studies revealed that more than 92% of adults over 65 lack at least one essential nutrient needed for eye and brain repair during sleep. Not during the day. During sleep. This means that every single night, the body is starving for what it needs to rebuild memory cells and refresh tired, dry eyes. And this information remains practically unknown to most people. There are 4 natural drinks that science now demonstrates can literally recharge the brain and vision while you sleep. No supplements, no pills, just real foods, blended the right way, consumed at the right time. It sounds simple, and it is, but the effect is surprisingly powerful. Documented cases show people going from memory lapses and eye fatigue to waking up refreshed, seeing clearly, remembering more, all by adding the right juice to their nighttime routine. So it's important to understand what's really happening inside the body and what these 4 powerful juices can do. Before we dive into these 4 powerful juices, it's worth mentioning that if you're looking for comprehensive guidance on evidence-based nutrition and longevity strategies tailored specifically for those over 60, Cal Vital Peak offers a wealth of resources designed to help you reclaim your vitality naturally. From detailed protocols to personalized approaches for brain and eye health, it's a valuable companion on your wellness journey. Now, let's explore the first juice that can transform how your eyes and brain function. Juice number 1. Carrots. Starting with the first, and probably the most familiar of all. If there's one juice that people over 60 underestimate, it's carrot juice. And that's a big mistake. Carrot juice is one of the few natural drinks that directly nourishes both the retina and the prefrontal cortex, the center of memory and focus in the brain. The mechanism is fascinating. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A. Vitamin A is essential for maintaining retinal health, specifically the photoreceptor cells that allow vision in low light. Without sufficient vitamin A, these cells begin to degenerate, causing night blindness, blurred vision, and dry eyes, all common symptoms in older adults. But that's only half the complete story. Carrot juice also contains lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 carotenoids proven to protect the macula, the part of the eye responsible for sharp central vision. These compounds don't just prevent future damage. They help the eye recover from oxidative stress, especially after years of exposure to screens or ultraviolet light. As for the brain, the benefits are equally impressive. Carrot juice is rich in falcarinol, a natural plant compound that has been shown to protect neuronal membranes and reduce inflammation in brain tissue. A study published in 2021 in the journal Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that daily consumption of beta-carotene-rich juice improved working memory and cognitive recall in seniors over 65, especially those with early signs of cognitive decline. In that same study, participants who drank 250 milliliters of carrot juice every morning for 8 weeks showed a 13% improvement in visual recall tests compared to the placebo group. This may not seem like much, until you realize that's the difference between forgetting your neighbor's name and remembering where you left your keys. And here's a crucial detail. Unlike many other juices, carrot juice is fat-soluble. This means the body absorbs its nutrients better when combined with a healthy fat, like a teaspoon of olive oil or a small handful of nuts. To incorporate carrot juice effectively, the recommendations are clear. Morning preparation. Use 2 to 3 medium carrots, peeled and processed. Add a slice of ginger for a spicy touch, or a bit of lemon for extra vitamin C. The ideal timing is at breakfast, accompanied by something with healthy fat. Even a slice of whole wheat bread with avocado can significantly enhance absorption. When the body receives the right fuel at the right time, the eyes awaken, the mind sharpens, and the day begins completely differently. The next juice is deep red and may be even more powerful, especially for those struggling with mental fog or poor circulation. It's bold, it's earthy, and its effects are remarkably fast. Juice number 2. Beet. The reality is that most people over 60 don't associate blood flow with memory loss or blurred vision. But this connection is absolutely fundamental. Without strong and constant circulation, the brain and eyes are deprived of the one thing they depend on to survive: oxygen. And that's exactly where beet juice excels. Beets are rich in dietary nitrates. When beet juice is consumed, these nitrates are converted into nitric oxide, a natural molecule that signals blood vessels to relax and expand. This process is called vasodilation, and its importance is immense because as blood vessels expand, more oxygen-rich blood reaches the brain and retina, delivering the fuel these organs need to repair themselves, especially during the night. A clinical study published in the journal Nitric Oxide in 2020 found that adults over 60 who drank beet juice daily had significantly improved cerebral blood flow, particularly in the frontal lobe, the area responsible for attention, decision-making, and short-term memory. That same study demonstrated that after just 4 weeks, participants showed faster reaction times and better focus during cognitive tests. As for the eyes, nitric oxide also plays an essential protective role. It sustains the vascular network of the retina, helping to prevent microvascular damage that can lead to age-related macular degeneration. Another study, published in the Journal of Ocular Pharmacology and Therapeutics in 2019, confirmed that increased nitric oxide production from beet juice consumption helped maintain retinal thickness and reduce oxidative stress in aging individuals. The most impressive aspect of beet juice is how quickly it works. Unlike fat-soluble compounds that take time to be absorbed, nitric oxide production from beet juice begins within just 30 minutes after consumption. This means sharper focus, better blood flow, and clearer vision, often on the same day. Obviously, individual results vary. But for those who have been experiencing mental sluggishness or eyes that seem tired, dull, or strained during the afternoon, this may be the natural boost the body needed. The recommendations for consumption are specific. Preparation and consumption. Use 1 medium raw beet, peel, slice, and process. Mix with a small apple or half an orange to balance the earthy flavor. Drink in the afternoon, between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., when most people experience a drop in energy and mental clarity. Combining consumption with a brisk walk can maximize blood flow even further. But even alone, the effects are notable. Just 1 glass per day allows the brain and eyes to receive the oxygen-rich blood they so desperately need. Now it's time to explore a completely different type of power. One that works at the cellular level, rebuilding and protecting neurons and retinal cells in surprising ways. Juice number 3, blueberry. Some foods protect the body, but some actually help rebuild what time and age have taken away. Blueberry juice does both exceptionally well. Blueberries are one of the richest natural sources of anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that not only fight inflammation, but also stimulate neurogenesis. This means they help the body create new brain cells. And it's not just theory. A study published in the Journals of Gerontology, Series A in 2020, showed extraordinary results. Older adults who consumed wild blueberry juice daily for 12 weeks experienced significant improvements in memory, processing speed, and neural activation detectable on MRI scans. Researchers linked these effects to the ability of anthocyanins to cross the blood-brain barrier, reduce oxidative stress in the hippocampus, and increase brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, a protein that helps brain cells survive and grow. In the eyes, blueberry juice plays an equally powerful role. Anthocyanins protect retinal ganglion cells, which are crucial for transmitting visual signals from the eye to the brain. A study published in the journal Molecular Vision in 2019 found that regular intake of blueberry extract preserved retinal structure in older individuals, even when exposed to significant oxidative damage. That's why blueberry juice is so effective. It doesn't just slow natural decline. It actively supports cellular regeneration in the very systems that maintain clear thinking and sharp vision. There are documented reports of people who experienced remarkable transformations. A 74-year-old woman reported that her reading had become progressively frustrating. Words became blurred. Her brain seemed slower. After starting to drink blueberry juice every night, within weeks she returned to her crossword puzzles, sharp-focused and visibly more satisfied. To experience these benefits, the recommendations are preparation and ideal timing. Use fresh or frozen blueberries, about 1 cup. Blend with a little water or with half a banana for thicker consistency. Drink in the evening, approximately 90 minutes before sleep. This timing is strategic because it's when the brain initiates its nighttime repair cycle. The nutrients can go directly to work during the most critical period of cellular recovery. Blueberry juice doesn't produce instant transformations, but when the brain and eyes receive the correct building blocks consistently, they respond. They rebuild themselves. Even after decades of wear and tear, even after years of gradual decline. Now, it's time for the juice that was saved for last for an important reason. It's green, it's humble, and it may be the ultimate elixir for aging minds and tired eyes. Juice number 4. Spinach. Spinach is possibly one of the most underestimated foods when it comes to brain and eye health. And when transformed into juice, its full potential is truly unlocked. Spinach contains lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 carotenoids that are literally stored in the macula, the central part of the retina, responsible for sharp and detailed vision. As aging occurs, the levels of these protective pigments naturally decrease. That's when the macula becomes vulnerable to oxidative stress, UV light damage, and inflammation, the fundamental causes of blurred vision and macular degeneration. But spinach juice offers much more than just protection. It actively supports functional repair. A study published in the journal Nutrients in 2020 found that higher blood concentrations of lutein and zeaxanthin from leafy vegetables were directly associated with better contrast sensitivity and visual processing speed, especially in older adults. In practical terms, the person sees more clearly and processes what they see more quickly. As for the brain, the benefits are equally impressive. Spinach is loaded with folate, a B vitamin essential for neurotransmitter production, especially dopamine and serotonin, the brain chemicals responsible for mood and motivation. More importantly, folate helps regulate homocysteine, a compound that in high concentrations is toxic to brain cells and strongly linked to cognitive decline. In 2018, a randomized study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with low folate levels scored significantly lower on memory and attention tests. When folate was restored through diet, cognitive function improved measurably. Spinach also provides vitamin K, which supports the integrity of brain cell membranes and plays a role in myelinformation, the protective sheath around neurons that helps electrical signals travel more quickly. What makes spinach juice especially powerful is its synergistic profile, a perfect balance of antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, and essential vitamins that work together to protect, nourish, and even reactivate dormant neural pathways. There is, however, an important consideration. Spinach contains oxalates, compounds that can interfere with calcium absorption and may not be ideal in large quantities for people with kidney problems. Therefore, moderate consumption is fundamental. The recommendations for preparation and consumption are optimized preparation. Use a large handful of raw spinach. Combine with a green apple or half a cucumber to soften the flavor. Process fresh and drink mid-morning or before lunch. This timing allows the body to fully absorb the nutrients without interference from heavy meals. Even a small glass can deliver a perceptible wave of clarity for both vision and thoughts. Daily protocol. Now that the 4 juices have been explored in detail, it's essential to understand how to combine them into an effective daily protocol. Each juice targets a different system, but together they form a powerful, natural approach to support the brain and eyes during the aging process. The plan is surprisingly simple to follow, gentle on the digestive system, and structured to produce results, even when started at an advanced age. The key is to work with the body's natural rhythm, not against it. The eyes and brain repair themselves primarily during sleep, but they also go through activity peaks during the day, especially in the morning and late afternoon. Here's how to support this natural circadian rhythm. Morning period. Carrot juice. Consume right after waking up. Provides the retina with the vitamin A and carotenoids needed to reset and focus for the day. For those taking medication, it can be consumed after the first light meal. Absorption is optimized when accompanied by healthy fat. Afternoon, 2 p.m., 4 p.m. Beet juice. This is the critical energy window. It's when energy naturally tends to drop and circulation slows. A small glass can restore mental sharpness and improve blood flow when the brain needs it most. Combining with light physical activity enhances the effects. Evening, 90 minutes before sleep. Blueberry juice helps activate brain antioxidant pathways, increases BDNF levels, protects retinal nerves during the critical nighttime repair period. Timing is crucial to maximize cellular regeneration during sleep. Mid-morning, or lunch. Spinach juice. The folate, vitamin K, and lutein support neurotransmitter balance and macular repair. Nutrients are best absorbed when the stomach is neither completely full nor completely empty. Ideal for maintaining mental clarity during the most productive period of the day. It's important to understand that it's not necessary to consume all 4 juices daily. Alternating is perfectly acceptable. 2 juices per day are often sufficient. Or the focus can be on one specific juice for an entire week, then switch to another. What truly matters is consistency, not perfection. These juices are not instant magic solutions. They are science-based nutritional tools. But over time, they restore the microscopic systems within the body that modern life systematically wears down. The fragile blood vessels in the retina, the communication pathways between brain cells, the memory circuits dulled by chronic stress, inflammation, or simply the passage of time. The effects may not be noticeable on the first day, but with persistence, transformation occurs. Because cellular healing doesn't happen in a single night. It happens when the body receives consistent nutritional support, day after day, a little at a time. The reality about aging of the brain and eyes is often presented as inevitable and irreversible. But modern science tells a different story. Decades of research demonstrate that even brains and eyes that have experienced decline for years still retain remarkable capacity for repair and regeneration when they receive the correct nutrients at the correct times. Carrot juice in the morning provides the building blocks for retinal function and visual memory. Beet juice in the afternoon restores the vital blood flow that feeds both brain and eyes with oxygen. Blueberry juice before sleep activates neuronal repair pathways during the most critical period of regeneration. Spinach juice during the day maintains mental clarity and protects the macula. They're not instant miracles. They're evidence-based biological processes. Documented cases show people in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s who thought they had permanently lost cognitive and visual capacities. Many forgotten names. Many blurred lines when reading. Many moments of feeling the world was becoming less clear. But small daily nutritional choices have demonstrated the ability to reverse part of this decline. It's not fiction. It's biochemistry applied consistently. Momentum is often all the body needs. Appropriate nutritional support, provided consistently, with patience. The fundamental truth is clear. The brain and vision don't give up easily. They continue trying to repair themselves, regenerate themselves, optimize themselves, even after decades of wear and tear. They just need the right tools. And those tools can be as simple as what's placed in a glass, blended intelligently, and consumed at strategic times of the day. The knowledge exists. The science is solid. The choice to apply this knowledge remains individual. If you're ready to take the next step in reclaiming your vision, memory, and overall vitality, Cal Vital Peak is here to support you. With expertly curated protocols, cutting-edge nutritional science, and a community dedicated to healthy aging, Cal Vital Peak provides everything you need to transform your health naturally and sustainably. Don't wait for decline to become irreversible. Discover Cal Vital Peak today and start your journey toward sharper vision, clearer thinking, and a more vibrant life. Your best years are still ahead of you.